We have decided this week to go off course a little bit instead of discussing the latest things that are happening, primarily in the US, where the election is a week away, or in the UK, which just had its budget, the first budget under the new Labour government, or in India, where there's always elections happening. We've decided to go a little bit different because I think most of our listeners, I might imagine, have just had too much stress attempting to read about the American election so far, or listen to things about it, or watch things about it. And so we're going to instead do a little bit of a pop culture grab bag, some recommendations for you to take your mind off of the headlines until at least numbers come in next week. And so the way we thought we'd do it is by going around and getting sort of either pop culture recommendations or things that you may not have heard of or might see with fresh eyes, based on recommendations from the three of us. Emily, would you like to start it off?
Sure. I will kick us off for a little pop culture roundup with what I think is the best political movie, arguably, that's ever come out of the United States, which is the original Manchurian Candidate. If you are not aware, here's the little letterboxed blurb. Near the end of the Korean War, a platoon of U.S. soldiers is captured by communists and brainwashed. Following the war, the platoon is returned home, and Sergeant Raymond Shaw is lauded as a hero by the rest of his platoon. However, the platoon commander, Captain Bennett Marco, finds himself plagued by strange nightmares and soon races to uncover a terrible plot. Okay, that's actually not the part that I like about it. I mean, that's all like, it's a thriller, it's interesting, da-da-da. But well, first of all, we should say that Angela Lansbury and Frank Sinatra are both in this and are both, especially Frank, it's like crushes it. Who knew? Apparently director John Frankenheimer, because he cast him. But what I really like about it is that there's this politician in it who's like a McCarthyist figure and is a complete buffoon. And over the course of the movie, the threatening statistics that he is citing, like there's this many communists infiltrating, this is the threat, keep changing. And I think about that all the time as we go from one moral panic to the next. I often think about scenes in which he's just like yelling out numbers with perfect conviction and whipping everyone into a panic and ruining people's lives and gathering power for himself. I think about that member of Congress, and I'm often prompted to do this by real members of Congress. So it's well acted, it's gripping, it does not end where you think it's going to end up, and that element is just one of the most like subtle, incisive. I mean, I guess it's not that subtle, but it's subtle in that they're not like, you, Congressman, you keep changing your numbers. It's one of the most subtle, incisive commentaries I've ever seen on American politics.
If we'd prepared this properly, we would have worked out, all of us, where you can see these various movies and things, which platform they're available in our various countries. But we have not done that. Oh, we have.
Yeah, you can stream it on Amazon or Apple TV or Tubi or Roku. So this one is available basically wherever you get your movies.
And what is your opinion on the remake? I haven't seen. I think either.
I just think that we should recommend the best to our listeners. And the remake's whatever, it's fine. But I think the original is. I don't know that you can beat Angela Lansbury playing a villain.